Okay, so it's 8:29 right now. Price on the 10-minute has tapped into a retracement area. So I'm low key looking unless price breaks out of this. Actually, let me check news real quick. Okay, so there's no news. Okay, so right now we're on the 10-minute. It's 8:29, about to be 8:30. I'm still sick. I'm looking for price to give us a reaction, give us a potential rejection, looking for this. Potentially price breaking structure this, and then giving us a zone so that we can potentially take this down. That's what I'm looking at currently. I'm also aware of this bullish zone right here, so I'm not like I don't think I have full reins, but I'm looking for something that gives me a little bit of like push. So I'll let you know. I'm looking for price to break past this yellow line. If we can get past this yellow line, then I'll view it as a break of structure, and then potentially have this zone right here as something. Unless price shows us something else, then yeah, I'll be looking for something else. Okay, so we have 26 seconds, and I'm looking at this zone right here. We got 5 ticks. Going over to my live account. What the fuck? Oh, not prepared. Five ticks, 24. Okay. Just making sure. 970.25, 970.25, and then my TP is 66.50. 66.50. Let's see if we can get a reaction to this. If not, then we ought to look at something else. If it just comes all the way down here, then I'd be a little bit more bullish than bearish because of this 10-minute zone right here. So yeah, so far we have this area looked at as like a potential retracement area. But if we don't get price coming up here to potentially go down like this, then if price just slams down, I'd potentially be looking for something like a leg up like this to then potentially come in over here so that we can make our way up again. It all depending on what price wants to do. Let's see if he'll show us or tell us or let us know, hey, you're wrong. Well, thank you. We're getting a little bit of a retracement here. Hoping we can get an even better retracement. But we got less than 14 seconds. But I'll let you know. Okay, price it spiked up a little bit. So I don't know if we're gonna get the John. Ah, so close. I don't know if price is gonna tag us in. My speaker is on, so if I do, we'd hear it. Go back to the live account. My goodness, when it's a tick, literally a tick away. Wow. 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 That's crazy. This is not even something I do, but I'm dropping down to the 15-second, and we have this supply zone over here, but I don't know if price is even going to reach that point, to be honest. That's our entry. So we'll see. We'll see. Ah. What? Oh. Damn. Damn. Hey y'all, look at this little bullshit. Wow. 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 That's really crazy, bruh. That's really crazy, bruh. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. One tick away from the motherfucker. The bullshit. The bullshittery. That's wild. Wow. I have no words, bro. Wow. 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 Bro, that's really. That's really crazy. That's really crazy, bro. Bro, I'm gonna screenshot this just to screen, cause no way that fucking happened, bro. Like, I just gotta screenshot it, just to screenshot that hoe. That's fucking crazy, bro. All right, well, maybe I can go for this one right here, but it's too late. I'm just looking at it right now. I'm just was like absolutely flabbergasted by what happened to me, what transpired, that I couldn't even be like, all right, let me adapt. I was just shell shocked to the core of me. I'm gonna just let this one go, to be honest. Like, I just was not prepared, because I was just looking at everything and I was like, wow, no way that just happened to me. I couldn't even, I was too in it that I couldn't even like get myself out of it just by like the absolute bullshittery that just transpired in front of my face. This could hit TP as well. And I'd be a little bit heated because I could have been in this trade. I just was not mentally prepared for what happened prior to be prepared mentally for the present moment that's happening right now. So if this one lets go, if this one hits TP, then maybe we'll try to find that bullish setup. But if it does, I will see. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, in my bullshittery, I forgot to take off my trade.
Order filled.
Oh shit! And it just brought me into the trade. So this one might be a dub. That one, it stopped you out. Let's see if it'll do us right, do us dirty. We still have it. Price didn't tap into any 10-minute bullish action, so I'm a little bit like, okay, this could potentially still work. Again, we did check down to the 15-second, and we did see there was a high probability supply zone in here. So potentially, let's see if we can potentially get the dub. Potentially. The only thing that I'm about is the fact that price did break bear structure to get to the zone, but it can still work out since we don't have a lot of bullish leverage. So that's the only thing that I'm hoping for. That's the only thing that made me not take away the setup completely, because I noticed that we haven't yet to tap into a bullish structure. So let's see if we can get this dub right.
Order filled.
And we did. Let's go. Oh wait, not completely. Wait, what? Order filled. I went for a sell. Wait. Order filled. But it didn't completely get me in. I didn't make all the money. What the fuck? I didn't make all. I only made $106. What? Bro, what is with this, bro? We can run that shit back. I know where I put my shit. I'm not putting my shit at a risk. This was a dub. But this wasn't a full dub. That was like, how much did I risk for how much did I make? They missed literally 14 contracts from my 24 that I put down. That's not okay. What the fuck? Alright, it's still a dub, but I'm pissed the fuck off, bro. I'm pissed the fuck off. That shit is stupid. I thought this was just like on some Apex shit, like what the fuck is happening, bro? And I was like, oh, this is a great start to the new journey, new beginning. You know, this is my first like time doing on the live account with a heavy chunk. This is the largest my live account has ever been. And so I'm like, all right, I'm excited. I'm risking low where than I thought that I was going to be risking off rip. When I came into this whole live account thing, I wanted to be like fast. I wanted to be quick. But now, once I really, like, I don't know, I just really sat with it. It was like, bro, like, this is my own money and stuff like this. And it's like, I want money, but simultaneously, I also want to keep it. I want to reserve it. And I also want to prove to myself that I can really do this for real, for real. All right, I just took the screenshots. Now I'm going to go on Discord and upload them, and then we can talk about it. All right. So I just made my explanation on Discord. So now let's go back to the charts. So looking at it, let's actually do a little bar replay. This one actually hit for a 1 to 3, but we're not about to talk about that. But anyway, let's go back and okay. So I got to the charts at around 8:28, and the first thing that I did was look on the 10-minute. I looked at if it loads. I looked at where we were. And I just noticed a lot of these rejections right here. So we got one right here, we got one right here, then we got another one right here. So every time price has hit this area, you got a wick, tap, rejection, go down. You gets into this lane, go down. Right here, again, went down. And then so when I see here at 8:28, we in this area, I'm wanting it to do the same thing. Simultaneously, as I'm looking at this, I'm also looking at, okay, where could bullish momentum come into? So I marked up this zone, and then I also marked up this zone down here, just so I know how much room I have to play with. Because I don't want to go for the sell setup, and the sell setup, before it comes back to retrace, it comes all the way down here. And without me marking up on the 10-minute, I'm be like, oh yeah, I can still go for this. I can still go for this retracement without even realizing that price just tapped into a bullish area and now it's making its way up to then go. I didn't want that bullshit. So I was like, all right, let me see where we are. So with this, like the middle area, that's how much room I have. So once it turns 8:30, I'm just waiting for price to do exactly this. I was waiting for price to break structure. Honestly, I was going to go in for it if it just broke this, past this. But it did me even better, which gives me even more confidence by breaking this structure point, but also this structure point with this black candle right here. So once I seen this reaction, I was like, all right, I'm going to mark up this area right here. So the actual support and resistance zone is right here. That's too small of a zone for me. So what I did was, you know, obviously I did one tick above the zone. And then I just kind of like marked up the most recent, like where most of the wicks are. And that was 4 ticks. And then I do 1 tick below. So all I was doing was waiting for price to come back into the zone right here so it can give us this move that we're looking for. So we kind of went through this together. Price gave us a retracement almost so close to our level, our zone, and then it just and then it hits TP. We're here pissed, but you know, we're there. I don't even get a chance to even look at this as a potential area. And honestly, I'm glad that I didn't look at it because price did just tap into this 2-minute area. It's not a 10-minute, but it's still a bullish area. So I'm glad that I didn't tap into that. So I was just so shell-shocked that I didn't even do anything. I still low-key felt and believed that this setup could work, But I literally was just like, I don't even know. So after that candle happened, this candle happened, and then we saw ourselves like how I think it was one candle. Yeah, well, we see it right now. One candle hit TP, and then we're seeing now that it hit all the way here. So the 10-minute that we have, that's that. So if we go to the 2, we can size it up. That's what's happening right here. Oh my god, my gambler side to me wants to go in for a potential bullish setup. Look at this. So seeing this, I'm like, okay. So I just logged into my demo because I just cannot help myself, and I want to go in for this. Okay, so I put this setup right here on the demo account. I didn't want to risk it on my live account, even though I do want to trade again. That's why I'm doing this here, so that I can have a little bit more, what the fuck am I talking about? If this ends up working, that would be actually auspicious and legitness. But honestly, I won't bore y'all with whether or not this trade will work out. It's on demo, so I'm not really here. Overall, I just want to say how proud I am for the setup idea that I had, executing the setup, and not really doubting myself, and just kind of going for it and accepting that I can and will be wrong, and just going through this journey. Seems like the price is gonna take off without us, which fucking sucks, but yeah, at least we had the right idea. And like, I'm not even gonna lie, like this back test this week that I had, it was like some of the most successful back tests that I've like had in like a while. So much so that I feel like really confident about the setups that I take. Really confident about, me increasing my win rate. Like, and I never could say that before, because before I was a little bit like, I don't know. But now with this back test, now with the knowledge that I have, which is literally just following the higher time frame, bro. It sounds so fucking simple, but I just was not doing that, and I got clocked so many times. Or at least I got clocked so many times that I started to track my losses, and that allowed me to see that the majority of my losses came from me just like going for a sell setup when price just tapped into a 10-minute bullish area. Literally majority of my losses. Hold on. After reviewing my trades, this was like a month ago, but like after reviewing my trades, how I lose the most, number 1 is literally what I just talked about. And then number 2 and 3 is normal, right? Getting stopped out by a couple ticks, reversing. The second one is a little bit like, it could be better, and I've like recognized that I need to go for like smaller zones. But overall, majority of my losses came from like doing exactly what I said, going for that 2-minute sell and a 10-minute buy. And I only noticed that after I started doing this Discord stuff of like screenshotting my shit and like really being able to view it on my phone or anywhere that I have internet. Like, I'm able to just go back, and this is my losses tab. Go back to all my losses and see what are the common themes that I've had. And that's how I came down to this realization. It's crazy. Okay, we just got an order fill on this old ass zone that I totally forgot about, and they already did the move, so I don't know if we're actually gonna get an order fill. This might be a dub. Because they already did the majority of the move. I'm glad I'm on this on the demo. Imagine if I found out I wasn't on the demo. I'd be so heated right now. But yeah, this is why we have demo. This is not even great price action, but yeah. Alright, look like we're about to get cooked, chopped up on that hoe, but that's okay. We started this new journey, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the ride, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.